Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. I have been meaning to do another collective reading for a couple days now, and it was pretty insistent that I get it done today. So, I have asked what we need to know as a collective and what will help us moving forward in this energy now from the highest perspective, that of our higher selves and source. All right. So, in the first star, what you are coming out of, a sense of past, is the Eight of Orbs. Very ominous looking. Okay, imprisoned in the jungle of her own mind, a woman stands blindfolded, entangled in the vines of her desperation. She is alone and isolated in the dark and overgrown woods, unable to see her way out as the orbs bear down on her, weighty and menacing. There is a stream of water off to the side of her feet, but she is completely entangled in the vines, believing she cannot move. She is unwilling to look past her limitations to see the way out. Trapped in her limiting thoughts and constricting beliefs, she is unable to look at new possibilities that will help her release from her self-imposed prison and find her way out of her dilemma. All right, and then next is what is in full force at this moment. The Four of Orbs, which is, after a time of upset and stormy days, the soul seeks calm and restoration. It is a time to silence the noise of the mind and allow the waves of intuitive inner knowing to wash gently over the energy bodies, taking pause to reflect and simply be. To look deep within, reaching that calm inner knowing in the eye of the storm, is to yield to the higher purpose. Now is the time to embrace silence and be still. There is clearly an issue at hand, something that is unresolved, and it hovers, waiting to be dealt with, although no aspect appears to have been processed. Although one aspect appears to have been processed. But for now, the highest purpose is served by retreating and waiting until we are ready to take it on again. Now is a time to structure the mind's eye and contemplate the nature of reality, taking pause to truly consider the meaning of life here and throughout the eternal being of the soul. Training the chatterbox of the left brain through meditation, hibernation, and silent introspection, we are capable of achieving new perspectives, objectivity, and a place of peace. Let me tell you, that has been me today. Just wanting quiet contemplation. And what are you moving toward? What are you moving towards? So what is in the near future? The Lovers, which is going to be the Major Arcana 6. And it is a little muted. Okay, so that means it's not full force of what the card represents at this moment. It's so pretty though, isn't it? You can see it. Okay. Many are the starseed who know they've come to share the passage through this physical existence with a twin flame. It seems inherent in human nature that we seek someone, a twin soul, to share the peaks and valleys of the journey through the tunnel of three-dimensional life. Not always does love bring us our twin, but surely there is untold joy in union with another. The innocence of hope that we know at the onset, the passion of desire to give ourselves to another and to receive equally, the exhilaration that sharing love brings. The lover's key holds no secret meanings or interpretations. It is about physical love with all its temptations, sensuality, and passion, burning hot. It is about the etheric love, the sweetness of touching another soul and holding that love in the highest truth, protected and revered. This passage on Starseed's path is the first time a decision is required. Will he or she commit to another, the taking of a partner, or will he or she choose to continue to walk the path alone, developing the self, soul seeking communion with spirit? Words, okay, so that's in the possible near future, in the realm of possibilities in the near future. Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay. Next is the star Betelgeuse, talking about your mirror. How do you see yourself in this essential field of possibilities in the belt of Orion? Ow. The Ten of Chalices, also muted. Let me find it here. 10, here we are. Okay, Ten of Chalices, muted. How much better can it get than the Ten of Chalices? Like the endless flow of Niagara Falls, the emotional waters of your being flow unrestrained and free. Nothing is held back, nothing is hidden. All is optimism, joy, and freedom to be and to feel, celebrating the wonder of the human experience, the vastness of our extraordinary capacity to feel emotion in all its diversity. This is a card of bliss. One is reminded of the expression, "My cup runneth over," when observing the free flow of waters of the soul in this light-filled positive key. And since it's muted, it just means it is not totally free-flowing yet. There is still a little work to be done. Okay, then in Rigel, Bellatrix. Bellatrix has the Ten of Crystals in your reflection. How do others see you? Kind of the mirror for you. Ten of Crystals, right here. Despite the overabundance of wealth and status implied in the image of the Ten of Crystals, with its mountainous gems and crystals, strolling peacock and castle walls, not everything in this key is about the exalted state of absolute wealth and security. Oh, there's the peacock right there. That's interesting. Okay. The woman in the figure looks back at the path she has walked that leads to her jewel-filled atrium, facing a new problem: how to hold on and protect her possessions. Consider the irony in the idea that so many extremely wealthy women have their multi-million-dollar jewels copied in glass and faux gems for fear of being robbed of their fortunes. The real emeralds and diamonds sit in a vault in the dark, never to be enjoyed. Too dangerous to be worn, and it is the copies they wear. Surely that speaks to the problems of the acquired wealth, and so it is in this key. Enjoy your successes without being afraid of losing your possessions and your success. When you understand true abundance, you know that you can always create more, and that it is always about your ability to give, to receive, and to keep the flow of energy moving through your life. That's how you see others, how others see you right now. I'm doing this recording with my Bluetooth, hoping that you can hear me more clearly. Please let me know if you can in the comments. Next we have the star is the card in the star safe. Your desire. What do you wish to manifest and make whole from this situation? And it's a beautiful Egyptian goddess with the ankh, or however you say it, in her hand, if you can see that. The star. I love this card, it's so pretty. Okay. From the illumination of a bolt of lightning and all the consequence of its impact upon our illusions appears a cleared pathway for the new to come into manifestation. Always seeking to remember who she really is and where she really comes from, Starseed gazes out upon the star-filled night, where the most brilliant of the stars, Sirius, in the constellation Canis Major, shines brightly overhead. Because the Egyptians equated the pharaoh with the sun, papyrus, however you say that, renderings have depicted him moving through the celestial canopy with Sirius in his staff, so clearly representative of the relationship between Sirius and our own sun, Ra. To Starseed, who longs to return to the stars, it is the most poignant of all the keys, and to those of us who are remembering our starseed origins, it is the embodiment of our hope, our inspiration, and a prophecy of the rebirthing of Gaia. It is filled with optimism, beauty, and the illumination of star beings across the universe. The image includes the 3 stars of the triunal Sirian star system, described in detail in the works of the Sirian Revelations as Sirius A, still in the 3rd dimension, Sirius B, ascended to the 6th dimension, and Sirius C, ascended to the 4th dimension. The Egyptians referred to them as the star sisters, and indeed they are. Hence, it also invites us to contemplate the ascension process, which many of us know we have come into this lifetime to experience. It speaks of joy, hope, blessings, guidance, aspiration, trust, starseed awareness, and ascension. So, that was in your desire. What do you wish to make whole, manifest whole from this situation? And it was muted, so there's still also a little bit of work to be done before you can actually manifest your true dreams. Alright, next is Rigel. Ooh, Sapphire! Sapphire, hi baby. Are you helping Mama? Okay, Sapphire wants to help us. You want to help us, Sapphire? I love you, baby. Okay, you help me. Okay, next is the 5 of Chalices in Rigel, the prophecy. What do the stars hold as the outcome to this question? Sorry, let me get comfortable here. Okay, the 5. Oh, and look. Hi, Celestine. Are you helping Mama? She wants to help, but from a distance. Alright. And 5 of Chalices. Sorry. That's a pretty picture also. It is also muted. A maiden sits on the bank of a woodland stream, 3 chalices floating away and sinking, while 2 remain upright at the water's edge. Her head sunken in her arms in despair, she is so absorbed in her loss she cannot see that there are still 2 chalices standing before her. Her tears, like the empty chalices that are drowning in the waters of the stream, are for what is in the past and cannot be retrieved. The message of the key for the seeker is to focus on what is still standing and rebuild from there. What's gone is gone. The sooner you let go and open your eyes to what you do have, the sooner you will heal. And I've been seeing and reading that I was just reading the Sedona Journal earlier today, and a bunch of the messages said that this whole time that we're going through is a time to reset and reboot all systems. Like the things that will not come back were not working in the energy, and we're not helping in the energy, and that is why they will not be coming back. And so it's very interesting that the cards are also saying it's time to, like in the whole message, it seems like we all need to take a breath and take a pause in life and see what needs to be felt and released so that we can move forward. Okay, the girls are helping in their own little way. Okay. And now, in the last 3 cards of the reading, we have Sirius A, the higher purpose. What is the highest good to be served from this exploration of energies at work in your life? Seven of Flames. Let me find flames. I think there we go. All right, Seven of Flames and Muted. As we follow the story unfolding in each of the suits, we see the progression from one number to the next, and each key's affinity with the energies of the corresponding archetype in the major arcana. Following the depiction of the Six of Flames, in which lines between leadership and dominance have been blurred dangerously enough to question the intention of the seeker, the others again rise up in question of that arbitrary position of authority. Six flaming torches stand ready to do battle with our central figure, the spiritual seeker, who stands on a ledge above them, just out of reach. She appears to realize how her sense of self-importance has created ill will in her peers, and, recognizing that, has found the positive posture of grace once again. The light appears from the clouds behind her. As she weathers the storm of her previous creation, she regains her stature. Yet she remains in a defensive position. She now realizes what she has evoked in the others and how she has fueled their reactions. Once she descends from her pedestal, she will surely have a clearer picture of how to share her passion and vision for all to celebrate. It will require egoless service, compassion, and the pure vision to stoke the passion that burns in the hearts of others. Very pretty. All right, next is Sirius B, and it is the sixth dimension, how our light beings from higher realms assisting in the awakening process. Higher self. Well, obviously the higher self is in a higher dimension than us. All right, higher self is very early on in the querent's journey. That's so pretty. What is the higher self, and how do we access it? Freud would have spoken of the subconscious, but Starseed delves deeper into that higher mind that each of us has the potential to source throughout our life experience. The priestess represented in the card is that aspect of ourselves that is the bearer of hidden scrolls, the esoteric wisdom that lies in the still waters of our reflecting pools, our higher consciousness. Some might describe the scroll as the Akashic record, where all is written and recorded in universal memory. We have the ability to access that information when we silence the distracted, chattering mind and go deep into the silence of our souls. Here is located the entire wealth of experience of all that is, that ever was, and that always will be. Higher self is the well of esoteric knowledge, the knowing of the workings of the greater universe. It is the psychic vision, the intuitive sense, the mystery school of the soul, and the presence of the unseen forces of nature. It is the part of the querent that knows the truth. Ruled by the moon, the waters of higher self are illuminated in its glow, depicting the occult or hidden wisdom coming to light. We bear in mind that it is the moon that moves the tides of the great seas, gentle at times, crashing into the shores at others. Hence, the card can portend misuse of the psychic realm that lies lurking in these waters. Balance is the key, represented in the number 2, to which this major arcana card corresponds. I love that card. It reminds me of the two, sphinx-like statues that are guarding the next realm in the Never-Ending Story, that try and shoot him with the arrows, shoot him straight to the heart. Artreu. Love it. Okay. Now, the last one, excuse me, let me get comfortable again. The last one is Sirius C. Eight of Chalices, the fourth dimension. What karmic patterns must be cleared to bring this present dynamic into a higher vibration? And almost there. 8. Okay. Also a little muted, but what needs to be cleared? 8 chalices stand upright in the desert sand, where otherwise all is arid. Despite the symbolic message behind these emotional vessels being integral and intact, a cloaked figure has turned his back on them, seeking higher ground, and leaving them behind. It appears he has drunk what he needed from them and is ready to move on to new challenges, questing for greater fulfillment. The fact that he wears a black cloak begs the question, has he taken time to appreciate all that he has accomplished and experienced? One of life's greatest lessons is being thankful for what has been and knowing at the same time when it is time to move on. So basically, the whole reading is saying it's time to be still, listen to your inner guidance, move through what it hasn't been processed yet, process the feelings and let them go, and heal them to move on into your highest purpose. I hope this reading has been helpful for you, and I would love to hear your comments about what insight it might have had for you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and if you have not yet, please like and subscribe. I love you all. Much love and blessings to you. Namaste.